I think, like, when you look, though, at the upper echelons of the police, and I think this is around the world and across organizations, the climbers are going to climb. And Kamala Harris is a climber. So they will do whatever it takes to succeed.
Mm-hmm.
And before we, this is a part that I will hopefully be edited out. One of the things I noticed through editing is we never, or very rarely, when we talk about race or any of these race issues, mention Aboriginal people unless we're talking about them. If we can,
dude, what are you editing
well,
that out for? That's perfect. Say it on the show. What are you talking about? Let's edit
what
this
I'm
out.
saying, it just breaks the flow of the whatever. Okay, but I think we need to be more responsive, especially in Canada.
Absolutely. Like that, dude. I'm not
Self-included.
editing that out. No.
Self-included.
Right.
Absolutely. Like,
okay.
Let's be clear about this. Like, the problems that you and I, Lewis, have as people, like Black people, pale in comparison, like hugely, to what, you know, average First Nations people experience on a fucking daily basis. Everything across this country.
Yeah. Oh, especially in Canada. I mean, the prisons are littered with Aboriginal people.
Oh, yeah. And, like, you know, again, you know, we look at America, and we're constantly looking at America and what's happening with Jacob, and like the police violence against, you know, people of color there. But there is a massacre that happens here in Canada with First Nations all the time. Every day.
One thing I did want to bring back to Kamala Harris, and by the way, the arguments against her are sound and they're valid. Right? She has a history, and that's going to catch up. I have said many times, I have 13 years of podcasting out there. I am never running for office because...
No, you should.
No, because there is... Well, first of all, I'd love to have an intern have to go through over 500 episodes of podcastery just so they could find the vinegar in the wine bottle.
Say one thing, Todd. I didn't mean you specifically.
I understand why there is an issue with Kamala Harris. My thing is, who cares? In the scheme, who cares? We cannot compare her to the almighty. We can only compare her to the alternative. And the alternative is a science-denying, closeted homosexual who refuses to listen to science. And then on the other side of the ticket, we also have we have an old man who may or may not be in control of his faculty.
There you go.
You froze, Todd.
I don't care. This is not the time to go, well, I don't know. Like
Todd, say it again. You froze
on this show. Sorry, my headphones are going stupid. I don't know if I brought it up on the show before, but like this election is the choice of a sautéed chicken and a piece of shit with glass in it. And your first question is, well, how is that chicken actually prepared? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter to you, right? I think for Black moderate voters in the United States, it may matter, and that's the problem, is that it's going to be a really close election. So I personally like Kamala Harris. I think you want that toughness, and I think it actually gives Biden credibility with moderate white voters, right? Because it's kind of like, because she's a little more right wing than I think a lot of Democrats are comfortable with. I think people who are in the center, maybe right of center, are like, oh, maybe I could go with the Democrats, right? But you know, I do think that black moderate voters, and I think there's a lot of them who are very quiet, right? I think that they have a lot of power, and I'm not quite sure how a black moderate is going to vote in this election.
Dude, there are black conservatives in Canada who, now that we have a new conservative leader, Erin O'Toole, they're going to support him. Like you're right. There are black moderates in America who might even, they're black conservative, they're black Republicans in America who vote for Trump because stupidity. But there are also black conservatives in Canada who are going to look at Erin O'Toole and they're going to say, well, you know what? Actually, he's like, I kind of like him, and he kind of says what I want to hear, and was responsible about money and blah blah blah, and the thing that the Conservative Party, the thing that I'm most afraid of with the Canadian Conservative Party, which is what's happening right now, that there are many West Indians who believe in their conservatism but go even further. There are many cultural conservatives in the West Indian community and the South Asian community who are against homosexuality, who don't believe in abortion, who all this stuff that conservatives love. If they ever, the thing that always made me feel comfortable is that the Conservative Party, that they didn't understand that if they actually spoke with Black people, they would realize that a lot of Black people are completely on their side.
Mm-hmm.
And the moment that they realize, oh, wait a second, if I stop being racist, then actually, I'll actually win more elections. That's my big.
You're seeing that in the States and Canada. I don't think anyone wants to, from the various BIPOC communities, wants to admit how strong their vote was for Ford.